I stare at the glowing screen of my phone. The picture from Cole, the private investigator, is crystal clear. Julian, my husband, is kissing Mia. She is his new assistant. A cold numbness washes over my entire body. There is no crushing pain. There are no tears. For 3 years, I fought desperately for this marriage. I endured his late nights. I survived the endless insults from his snobby mother, Mrs. Vance, but not anymore. I am completely done. I pick up my phone and quickly dial my best friend's number. Hello? Sarah answers on the second ring. I have the proof, Sarah, I say quietly. Cole just sent the pictures. He actually did it? She gasps loudly through the speaker. Are you okay? I am coming over right now. Do not do anything stupid. I am perfectly fine, I reply. Just get here. 10 minutes later, my front door flies open. Sarah rushes into the living room, dropping her heavy purse on the floor. She grabs my shoulders, searching my eyes for the tears she expects to find. Where is the picture? Sarah demands. I hand her the phone. Sarah looks at the screen and her face turns bright red with instant fury. That absolute garbage human being? Sarah yells. I am going to drive to his office and smash his car windows. I will ruin him for doing this to you. No, you will not, I say smoothly, taking my phone back. Take a breath, Sarah. How are you so calm right now? She asks, stepping back. You should be screaming. You should be throwing his clothes out on the front lawn. Screaming will not fix this, I tell her. Crying will not change what he did. For years, I begged for his time. I tried to please his mother. I lost myself. I am not losing my dignity, too. So what is the actual plan? Sarah asks, her voice dropping to a harsh whisper. I am leaving him, I state clearly. But on my own terms. He thinks I am weak. He thinks I will always sit around and wait for him. You need a lawyer, Sarah says firmly. A vicious one who will take everything. I will handle the lawyer tomorrow, I say. You should go before he gets home. Are you absolutely sure you want to be alone with him? She asks. I am sure, I nod. I need to practice my performance. Sarah hugs me tightly and leaves. An hour later, the front door unlocks. Julian walks into the kitchen. He loosens his expensive tie and sighs heavily. The strong, sweet smell of Mia's cheap perfume immediately hits my nose. It makes my stomach turn, but I force a blank, polite smile. Long day at the office? I ask, pulling a dinner plate from the wooden cabinet. Julian barely looks at me. Yes, it was completely exhausting. We had a massive project to finish. I am starving. I made roasted chicken, I say, setting the warm plate down directly in front of him. He picks up his silver fork. You usually ask a million questions when I work late. You usually complain about me missing dinner. I know you are very busy, I reply softly. I do not want to stress you out anymore. Julian pauses and finally looks at my face. He narrows his dark eyes, clearly confused by my calm, quiet tone. Are you feeling okay? You are acting really weird tonight. I am perfectly fine, I smile. Eat your food before it gets cold. He takes a bite, still watching me closely. My mother wants us to come over for Sunday lunch this week. Do not make a huge fuss about it like last time. I would love to see her, I say. Julian drops his fork against the ceramic plate. Seriously? Did you hit your head today? You hate my mother. I am just trying to be a better, more supportive wife, I lie smoothly. He chuckles, completely missing the heavy sarcasm. Well, it is about time you stepped up. This is actually nice for a change. Yes, I agree softly. It really is. I watch him eat, feeling nothing but cold resolve. He expects my usual needy questions. He expects me to fight for his attention. But my silence is my new weapon. He has no idea that I am already gone. The trap is fully set. I will destroy him, and he will never even see it coming. Over the next few weeks, I completely transform. At the office, I stop staring blankly at my computer screen. I start dressing better and working harder. My coworker, Liam, notices the massive shift in my daily energy. You look different lately, Liam says, leaning against my desk. You are not the tired, distracted woman I used to know. I just woke up, I reply with a confident smile. I finally got some clarity. Well, it looks good on you, Liam laughs. Keep it up. My peace at work is interrupted by my ringing cell phone. I look at the caller ID. It is an unknown number, but I know exactly who it is. I answer it. Hello, I say. Hi, Mia says. Her voice is overly sweet and annoying. Is Julian there? I need to ask him about a work file. Julian is at the office, I answer calmly. Where you work? Why are you calling his home? Oh, I just thought he might be working from home today. Mia giggles nervously. Are you his wife? You sound so tired. I feel great, actually, I reply. If you want to play silly games, find another opponent. Do not call this house again. I hang up the phone before she can respond. She wants a screaming match, but I give her absolutely nothing. Later that afternoon, I secretly meet with Mr. Harrison, a ruthless divorce lawyer. We sit in his large, quiet office downtown. Julian's assets are deeply tied to his mother's company, Mr. Harrison explains, sliding a thick document across the desk. But I drafted an ironclad agreement. It leaves him with nothing of yours. You will keep the house in your savings. Is it completely legal and binding? I ask, scanning the complicated pages. Absolutely, Mr. Harrison says coldly. Once he signs this, he cannot contest it. Are you ready to proceed? Yes, I say firmly. Sunday arrives quickly. Julian and I drive to his mother's massive house for lunch. Mrs. Vance sits at the head of the dining table, glaring at me like I am trash. I see you are still wearing that cheap dress, Mrs. Vance sneers. Julian, you need a wife who represents our family better. She lacks basic class. Julian cuts his steak and does not look up. Leave her alone, mother. She is trying. For the first time in 3 years, his weak defense does not break my heart. I simply do not care anymore. It is quite all right, Mrs. Vance, I say, taking a sip of water. I completely agree with you. Julian deserves someone who matches his exact level of character. Mrs. Vance blinks, shocked by my polite agreement. Excuse me? I said you are right, I smile. Julian and I are very different. Julian frowns, putting his knife down. What is that supposed to mean? Nothing, I reply lightly. Just making conversation. The steak is delicious, Mrs. Vance. The rest of the lunch is incredibly tense. Mrs. Vance tries to insult my background again, but I just smile and nod. My refusal to engage drives them both crazy. Julian keeps glancing at me, mistaking my emotional distance for peaceful submission. He thinks he has finally won. He thinks he has trained me to be the silent, obedient wife. When we finally return home, Julian goes straight to the shower. I walk into my small home office and lock the heavy wooden door. I pull the final divorce papers from my leather bag. I grab a blue pen and sign my name on the bottom line. My hand does not shake. A single tear does not fall. My heart feels incredibly light. The trap is now fully set. The climax explodes at our 3rd anniversary dinner. Julian books a table at the most expensive restaurant in the city. The lights are dim and soft jazz music plays in the background. He sits across from me wearing a smug, arrogant smile. Happy anniversary, Julian says, raising his crystal wine glass. I know things were rocky, but you have been so well behaved lately. I am proud of you. I do not touch my glass. I have a gift for you. Julian grins widely. You know I love grand gestures. What did you get me? I reach into my designer purse and pull out the thick manila envelope. I slide the crisp, white divorce papers directly across the table. His smug smile instantly drops. What is this? Julian asks, his voice trembling slightly. Read it, I say. He opens the envelope and scans the first page. His face turns completely pale. Divorce? Are you out of your mind? You cannot leave me. I already have, I reply coldly. Sign the papers, Julian. I will never sign this, he furiously demands. I give you a perfect life. Why are you doing this? Because you are sleeping with Mia, I say flatly. Julian freezes. You are crazy. You are making things up. Before he can boldly lie and blame me, a loud voice interrupts us. She is not making anything up, you pathetic loser. We both look up. David, Mia's bitter ex-boyfriend, marches up to our table. I invited him here tonight. Who the hell are you? Julian shouts, standing up. I am the guy Mia lived with while she was sleeping with you. David yells aggressively, drawing the attention of the entire restaurant. She showed me your bank statements, Julian. She told me she only wanted your money. She called you an easy, arrogant target. The shock hits Julian like a speeding truck. No, that is a lie. Mia loves me. She loves your wallet. David laughs harshly. She planned to take your money and come back to me. You are a joke. David throws a stack of printed text messages onto the table and storms out of the restaurant. Julian slowly picks up the papers. His eyes dart rapidly across the cruel messages Mia sent about him. His massive pride shatters into a million tiny pieces. His arrogance crumbles into pathetic, uncontrollable sobbing. Julian drops to his knees right there in the middle of the crowded restaurant. Please, Julian begs, grabbing my hand. Please, I am so sorry. She meant nothing to me. It was a stupid mistake. You are my wife! I easily pull my hand away from his desperate grip. Do not leave me, he cries loudly. In a sudden panic, he grabs the thick divorce papers from the table and frantically shreds them with his bare hands. He rips the pages into tiny pieces, throwing them onto the floor. See? No divorce. We can fix this. I look down at his miserable, tear-stained face. For 3 years, I thought losing him would kill me. But right now, I feel absolutely nothing. I already signed my copy with my lawyer, I say simply. Those were just copies for you. Julian stares at me, completely ruined. You played a stupid game, Julian, I say quietly. And you lost everything? With a final crushing goodbye, I turn my back on him. I walk out the grand glass doors of the restaurant and step into the cool, refreshing night air. I am finally free, leaving him trapped forever in his own pathetic ruin.